Hey everybody, it says I'm live, and every time I come on, I say I am alive and I am live. And welcome, welcome, welcome to Girl, Who Don't You Know? It's a talk show with me. I'm Marilyn Green, and again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, hey, why you guys are waiting for my dynamic guest, hey, I'm excited. All right. But while you're waiting, you want to get excited and you want to share this with all your friends and tell them to come on. Go to my Girl Who Don't You Know Facebook page so you can put your comments in there. You can put your hearts in there. You can put everything in there because guess what? I want to hear from you as well. So let's put this up here and say, go there. Okay. If you want to do some Facebook posting, because I want to hear from you. And remember, my show is transforming minds one show at a time. So get ready for your mind to be transformed. And I am always looking for guests. So here's my email. Write me. You know you got something to say. You know you got something to talk about. So guess what? I want to hear it and somebody else want to hear it. So this is what I need to get from you guys. I just want to know who's here, who's in the audience. Type it in there. Hey, it's Marilyn, whoever from wherever, and we're here and we're waiting. So type it in there, and I'll definitely pop it up there on the screen. Okay. So let's get back to this, and you guys need to share, 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 share. All right. So everybody's sharing. I know they are. And I am really ready to begin. All right. So we're talking about you win. No matter what it is, you win. Okay. I don't care what it looks like. Guess what? You win. And then you have to use those words of affirmation in order to move you forward, no matter what's going on. Because we all go through ups and downs and pain, persecution, problems, everything like that. But in the end, if you keep your mindset on you win, you will win. So today we have two beautiful ladies. I mean, beautiful, okay? Beautiful ladies that are waiting to come. They're sitting in what I call my green room, okay? And they're waiting to come and talk. And what we're going to be talking about, of course, you win, but we're also going to be talking about give us some strategies to keep our winning season going. When you're in it, you just want to keep flowing and flowing and flowing, but sometimes you might hit a bump or get a hiccup. All right. So what we're going to do, these ladies going to come on and show you, because we got one lady on here that when I saw what she said she was, I'm like, what? Okay. I loved it. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Miss Rowe. Okay. So anyway, let's look at the comments first. Who do we have here? We have Shauna. Hi, Shauna. Let's see here. Hi, Shauna. Shauna from KC. All right. And then we got Miss Clarissa Knight in Kansas City in the house. My goodness, KC. And let's see, who is this? Okay, we got somebody from Virginia, Zanita Wooten. If not, I'm sorry, Zanita. Okay. All right, let me see who else we got here. Sandy from near Chicago. Greetings. And look, this is the person right here. Miss Mary, good evening from Mississippi, Mississippi. Okay, you know how they used to do it? M-I, crooked letter, humpback. Y'all know what y'all used to do. Okay, trying to remember how to spell it. Okay. And here we go. We got Nakia in the house. I think she's B-Wise, Nakia, Raleigh, North Carolina. And Mr. Barnes. And where are you from, Mr. Barnes? You need to tell us. Don't say I'm from everywhere. But anyway, so welcome, welcome, welcome again. So without further ado, we're going to bring my first guest up. And her name is Rochinda Pickens. But for this broadcast, her name will be Ro. Okay, so get ready. And I'm going to bring her up right now. All righty.
Hey.
Hi there. Let me get to your name and put up who you are. All right. This is who we got in the house. This Nubian queen. She's looking so pretty. And she just, what you see off of her, bouncing off of her, all that energy. She's always like that. Okay. Every time I see her, she's like that. She's like not hyped, but just full of energy. So she's a visionary. She's a life shift coach. a connection coach. Okay. She's just everywhere. So tell us about who you are. Who are you? Tell us about.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Marilyn. It is an honor to be here in your presence, and
Oh,
I'm so excited. I'm excited to be here, and I'm looking at you. And I'm like, she's saying my name, and it just flowed on out your mouth.
I can't believe it, girl. I can't believe
Rochinda. You did it. You did it. Now, who is Rochinda? Wow, that's a loaded question. Who is Rochinda? Rochinda is a vessel being used by God. She is a wife. She is a mother of 3 grown children. She is a nana. She's the
it.
girl next door. She's the woman in the grocery store talking to everybody all the time. But nowadays, we can't do no talking. We
No,
gotta
don't do
leave
that,
folks
please.
alone. I am a prayer warrior. I am a
Okay.
national best-selling author. I am the ordinary woman. I'm just like all my sisters out here in the world, just trying to continue to move through. But I'm excited to be here. And when you said energy, I have not always had this energy.
Well,
And
tell us about that. You know,
let,
we got to get it. What did
let
they
me
say?
tell you,
Tell us about that, girl. Unpack it, unpack it,
you know
unpack
what?
it.
My energy came from me getting the light. Once I received the light, and we talk about God's light,
Okay.
that is where my energy came from, because I used to be in the background. I was that one that was always in the background. It's like,
No,
okay,
no,
look,
no,
not wanting to be seen, Marilyn. I was like,
no.
I'm like, no, don't pick me. Don't ask me to say nothing. But
Wow.
once I recognized who I was and who I belonged to, I'm like, okay, I'm going to show up. I'm going to
Okay.
show up.
You
And
showing
so,
up
girl,
and showing out. And so you're telling me, and tell me if I got this right. You jumped into a winning season. That's what we're talking about.
girl
Okay.
jumped.
So what happened to you after you jumped over into this winning season? Because whatever, you don't want to go back, right? You don't want to go
No,
back.
no, I'm not going back. I'm
Okay,
not
what
going
you
back.
doing then? What you doing trying to make yourself stay on over there?
Look,
Okay, what's up?
I'm staying in the light. I'm staying focused on the light. I'm
Okay.
continuing to move. I'm continuing to leap while doing it afraid. To the point where, once you've been stuck in a place and you've
Mm-hmm.
been released to go forward, you're like, okay, you know what it feels like. And
Yeah.
so for me, no longer I'm going to be stuck in any place. I'm like, okay, Lord, lead me, guide me, direct me. And so for me, knowing that and knowing where I came from,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's a win-win situation.
That's what
It's a
I'm talking
win-win
about.
situation.
Hey, but listen, you say you a life shift coach. What you mean life shift?
Girl, let me
Come on, yeah, come on, just break it down for me, please,
okay,
please.
a life shift coach. You know how you're going through something in life, and in order to get the movement, there's some shifts that's taking place. You see how I'm moving? Like, I better not move too hard, because I got a frozen shoulder. But
Oh, whoa, okay, wait, hold on now, because we got to finish this interview now. Don't try to mess up. Don't mess up my show with your stuff,
look,
okay? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna mess it up. But a life shift coach, what I do is I help women embrace their breakdown so they can be
Oh,
prepared. Look, I had to pause on that.
well, yeah. Say it again for the people in the balcony,
I
please.
help women embrace their breakdown so they can be prepared for their breakthrough. See,
Oh,
look,
I really like that one. Okay.
girl, look, in order for us to move forward,
Uh-huh.
we have to embrace that breakdown. See, I had to do that. I had to look it dead in the face and see what it was, recognize it, embrace it, in order for me to get up and move forward.
Wow.
And so,
Embrace your
and the
breakdown.
life shift is because in life we go through a lot of stuff. A lot of us is moving and shifting and all of that, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna help you get your footing back. I'm gonna help you
Right.
be able to stand up and have that light shine and saying, you know what? Yeah, I went through some stuff, but I'm embracing it and I'm going to use it to help me move forward. So
Okay.
that's where the life shift comes from, because I got to help us get our movement back.
Okay. It's the balance. Someone told me that when you're trying to balance, you're still always moving. Okay.
Absolutely.
It's all
Absolutely.
you're always moving, whether or not it's a big move or something, you're always shifting or moving. But no, that was profound. Embrace our breakdown. Okay. Now that's a tool right there. That's a strategy. And
Girl.
so it's natural for you to be a connection coach as well. Okay. So you're connecting people or connecting people to themselves. Okay.
I'm connecting people, period. My thing
Okay.
is, I'm that sister to the point where when I'm in the room, no matter where I am, I want to get to know you. I
Yeah.
want to know how you are doing. I want to be able to look you dead in your eye because a lot of times we're out and about and we're running past folks because
Hmm.
we're so busy trying to get to the big thing.
Right.
And so for me, I don't want to run past you. I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are, what makes you tick, how can I help you? And the reason that I'm on that really hard is because I was that woman back in the day where folks ran past me. And
Wow.
so when you know what it feels like, it's kind of like I'm always looking. I'm always to find out what do my sister need? How can I support
Wow.
her?
Wow. That's powerful there. I really like that and stuff because we are our sisters and our brothers keepers for real. And so
Yes.
you have to be there. So what all I need to do is say we need to come and work a room together because I'm just like that too. They tell me, don't even sit next to her. She gonna know everybody in the room. She gonna know everybody. I just do that, because
Uh-huh.
I want to know them, So
Absolutely.
we need to work the
Absolutely.
crowd sometime, okay? So here is my big one. Okay, let me see what the audience is saying. We got 11 comments in here. Whoa, these people is on fire. All right,
Busy.
then let me go on and get all the way down. We got Brittany Robinson, Dallas, Texas.
In
And
the house.
Mr. Barnes, thank you for telling me you Chicago. And Rosie Daniel Houston, greetings from Texas. Here go another Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see here. This is a nice. Yes, she looks lovely. Okay. Oh my, that's Miss Mary. Let's see who is
Thank
this.
you, Miss Mary.
Wilma Scott Warren, how are you? How are you? Here's another one there. Hello, everyone from Dallas. I love Dallas, Texas. I do. Okay.
Dallas.
Do. I love Dallas. Okay, Dr. LaTracy from MISSISSIPPI. Okay, I love it. All right, what's this? Clarissa said, yes, Rochinda is a connection coach. Ooh, I got it right too. Okay,
Yes.
and says getting to know others is huge. You're right, Miss
Mhm.
Mary from Mississippi. And Annabelle, one of my number one fans of the show, she said that is very powerful. Okay. And here we go. There you go. She said hi.
Hi.
And Miss Harrell, Minister Harrell is saying hello. And all right, yes, girl. Who don't you know, Marilyn Green? You right. If I don't know, I'm gonna find out about it. Okay.
New
Chanel,
Orleans.
greetings from New Orleans, New Orleans. Okay. And then here we go. They said, pretty lady. Okay. Walking down the street. Okay. Is that pretty woman? Okay.
That's Pretty Woman.
Okay. Hello, Vanessa Curtis. Okay. You ain't got no job, Tommy. That's our inside joke. Hello from Illinois. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get to this big one here. Oh, wow. I love
Okay.
this one. The crown checker. Okay. Tell me about that one. Tell me about that crown checker.
Man, the crown checker.
The
Is
crown checker, not a
the
crown checker.
the
The.
crown checker.
There's a difference.
The
Okay.
crown checker. I
Okay.
am the crown checker. And so, Marilyn, and some people, they probably like, is this crazy woman on Facebook with the crown? The thing is, we are a part of the royal family.
Yes.
And I'm whispering because see, some of our sisters don't understand that. And I have to show up. I have to show up and tell them, like, look, we run around here saying we blessed and highly favored, right?
Yeah.
But we're not representing. So I show up and tell the ladies, I'm like, look, it's crown check time. And my thing is, someone has to constantly remind our sisters that the crown that they're carrying on their head is an inheritance,
Come
because
on.
they really need to understand that position that they're carrying. It is powerful.
Yeah.
And sometimes, we have when we have bad days, a crown slips, goes to the back of our head, and over here, some of us wake up in the morning and we don't even want to put it on. And so
Ah,
I jump on. I jump on to remind you, because I want you to know I'm watching you. They're like, no, she can't see us. She down in Dallas. I'm like, look, girl, you better put the crown up. And the reason that I share that all the time is because I want our sisters to realize that they are beautiful and they are wonderfully made in God's image. And
that's right.
everything that they do, it is an inheritance that God has given them. So I jump on and I'm like, look, I'm having a bad day, but it's kind of like I'm that accountability partner for you, because sometimes all you need is another sister to say, you know what, honey, you're going to be okay.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
part of the royal family. You are the queen. I
Mm-hmm.
understand you had a bad night. I understand somebody cut you off in traffic.
Right.
Somebody might even cussed you out. But
Yeah.
don't
Cussed.
look, cussed you out,
cuss, not cursed. Cussed. The
cuss.
real one.
Because Marilyn, we go through some things in our lives. We go through a lot of stuff. And I show up because I want women to know I go through the same thing you go through. But I
Right.
still gotta show up because I know who my father is. I know where I started from and where I am today.
That's
So
right.
I'm like, how can I keep all of this to myself?
That's
I,
right.
I can't. So
You're not
I'm like,
supposed to.
I tell folks, look, ladies, do it with me now in the camera. If you're watching, adjust those crowns. Look, right here.
Right here. Right here. Right
Up,
here.
crown check.
And
There
then
you
I
go.
love the
Look,
waves.
then you wave.
It's like, let's get your wave
Just
together.
wave.
Okay. Well,
And then show up.
if you can't get your crown check, get your wave together and stuff, and
Get
the
your
crown
wave
part will
together.
come. It'll
And,
it'll come.
and it's something about being held accountable. You show up, and my thing is, you don't have to have an attitude or anything. It's just kind of like it's a glow about you. It's a
Yes.
position that you're carrying, because it's a heart condition. It's right inside of you. So
Right.
I am the crown checker. No matter where I'm going, I'm like, okay. Because sometimes folks got to tell me, Rochinda, get it together, adjust your crown.
Well, look, Miss Mary from MISS, you know where. She said, crown up, ladies, every day. Okay. And here's
Crown
somebody right here that said, Reverend Dr. Rosalind Allen. Hello from Chicago. You glowing. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, I love that. I love that right there. Okay. So, let me just get into your books. Okay. I got several books here, I believe. Seeds of Hope, is that one?
Yes, that's
Life I
me.
Love,
Mhm.
Picking Up the Pieces. Which one do you want to talk about today?
Let's talk about from being kept to being kept. That's
All
the
right.
that's the first book.
Okay.
That book right there,
Mm-hmm.
that was the game changer for me. That was when I first wrote.
Mm-hmm.
That tells the story. That tells the story of where I started from and where I am now. And a
Right.
lot of times when you hear the title, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
from being kept to being kept. What is she talking about?
I love
From,
it.
look, from being kept by the world, stuff, men, money, whatever you've been kept by, to
Right.
being kept by God. And so it's a process. So
Yes.
everything that I do is a process. You got to start from the beginning and work your way to where you are. And so that book there, that was birthed from tragedy.
Okay. Tell us
That was
about that
birthed from
tragedy.
tragedy.
Tell
Okay,
us about it.
in '07, I was in a car wreck. Been married for over 20 years. I was in a car wreck. I lost my late husband in a car wreck. Car flipped over the highway.
Mm.
I did not think that anybody was going to pass in this car wreck. I'm strapped in my seatbelt, just doing what I do, comfortable in the seat with my husband. And so we're driving on I-35, hit black ice. The
Oh,
car flipped over the highway, and I wasn't freaking out because I knew that my late husband had me. I knew he was going to maneuver this car and we were going to be okay. That was not the case. My husband passed. That was in '07. I was left to raise 3 children, and I had to pick the pieces up and start all over again. And
Wow.
the thing about it is, I didn't know I was broken. I didn't know that I was as messed up as I was. And again, some of us, and I'm going to say ladies because that's who I minister to. A
Okay.
lot of ladies, they don't realize they're broken because they're comfortable doing what they're doing and it's normal. I was broken. Although I had been married for over 20 years, I
Right.
put my trust into my husband. Now, somebody gonna say, well, that's what you're supposed to do. Yes, but God is first.
That's right.
God is
That's right.
first.
That's right.
He's the head, and then it trickles down.
Right.
I didn't rely on God. I relied on my husband. And when I say relied on him, it was for whatever it was. And so after that tragedy, I had to go through counseling to realize, what, this goes further back. This goes further back to that little girl that was
I
raised
love
by
it.
a single mom that was looking for validation, whether she was looking for it in men, money, whatever the case may be, she was looking for it. And so what happens is this little girl grew up and
Mm.
then she got older, then she got married, then she had children. The outside world, they look like, okay, she's good. But I was broken on the inside.
Wow.
I was broken on the inside. So God allowed me to go through what I went through. He broke me all the way down. He built
Mm.
me right back up. And he was like, now you go. Now you
Right.
do what I have told you to do, what I have instructed you to do. And it wasn't what I asked for either. I'm like, okay, Lord, I just said, Lord, send me whatever you have for me to do.
Right.
And shall do, because you would not have told me I would have wrote a book. None of this. You wouldn't have told me that I would have started a business, founder of a conference, none of that. I was behind the scenes. I was like, okay, let me sit.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so
That began. I'm just thinking about your winning season. I mean, I'm
okay,
always winning. I am a
yeah,
winner. Okay. I win.
yes,
I win when I lose.
girl, that's it, right there.
I'm still a winner. Okay.
Absolutely,
So you that
absolutely.
lost, you still became a big winner. Okay.
Mhm.
I tell people, I say I could be a big loser, but I'm really a big winner. Okay. I had a big
Absolutely,
loss in order to be that big winner. Okay.
absolutely.
And
Because
that's
you
where
gotta
you
be
are.
lost. You gotta be lost for you to recognize that you was lost in that season, but that really was the win.
That's right. And Linda Roberts said, "Ooh, wee, this is deep. Let God use you." All right. And then
Yes,
someone says, Rochinda, we have learned to normalize our brokenness. Okay.
absolutely,
Rosie Daniel
absolutely.
from Houston. I tell you, is it Rosie Daniel Houston? Okay, it's okay.
Hey,
All right.
Rosie.
But yeah, so and then someone else said, beautiful crowns, ladies. Okay,
Thank
Melvin
you.
Smith. But I love the fact that this is deep. And you
Hmm.
need to let God use you. So for you and your winning season was that once you crossed over, we talked about this earlier, you stayed
Hmm.
over. Okay. You
Absolutely,
stayed
absolutely.
over. You wrote these books. You did everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So Annabelle says, sending you love. So sorry for your loss. Amen for victory. My Lord, speak. I
Yes.
had to walk around the room. Okay, Anna, you about to get self-slain? What's going on? Do we need to do a we gotta do a wellness check on Anna? I'm like, Anna, what's going on for real with you?
Tell
But
Anna she gonna be all right. She
yeah,
gonna be all right.
but it is about being kept to being kept. So
It
it's that
is.
transition of who was
Mhm.
keeping you, okay?
Absolutely.
Who was keeping you?
Absolutely.
And also you talked about you got to go back
Yeah.
to where you were because you were relying on a certain system, right?
Hmm.
And
I
so
was.
you
I
really
was.
had to change your system as well, correct?
You have to change your mindset. You have to change
Mhm.
your mindset because my thing is, although I was raised by a single mom, my mom, it
Mhm.
was 7 of us. My mom was married to my dad, and they were separated. He was living his life. She was living her life raising us. So as a young girl, you look at your mom and all you know is, I don't want to be a single mom.
Right.
So I don't
Right.
want to, although my mother was a strong woman, but
Mm-hmm.
as a little girl, I'm like, when I grow up, I'm going to get married and I'm going to have someone to take care of me, because I was watching on the outside and I watched my father take care of all kinds of women
Wow.
on the outside. So
Now that's
this
deep.
little,
Ooh, wee, that's
yeah,
deep.
this
Okay.
little girl is like, you know
Whoa.
what? I can have someone to take care of me too. So my thing is, if I was walking around broken and married, living the life, I know that there was more women out here in the world doing the same thing with the mask on. And we still have women walking around with this mask on. And my thing is, I say it all the time, it's an inside job.
Come on. The devil is a liar because you're frozen. You're coming back now. You must have been saying something profound. Okay. We'll go right here. So,
So
Minister Harrell says you are so right. There are so many women that are broken. So, that's got to be the devil just gonna freeze it up. It was getting good too. Okay, it's like, girl, oh yes, all right. And then Dr. L.A. Tracy said, "Congrats on your book from the at Black Authors Rock community," and he has a as a site where you can just click on, but let's go. You froze up, and I don't know if you saw this part right here. Well, yeah, you're right, Linda. It was getting good, and all of a sudden it just froze on up. And then it said Doris Harrell, Minister Harrell says, you are right. There are so many women that are broken, and they do hide it. They do hide
yeah,
their brokenness because I think they hide it because they don't know how to get out of it. Okay.
absolutely, they
And
don't.
that's
They
what
do
you
not.
are. You're that person that helps them like a police. Really, I'm gonna help you out here. Okay. You're
She said,
helping.
like a pulse. See, you didn't know that back in the day that I went to the police academy to be a police. To
You
be a
is a
police.
popo. You're a popo.
See?
Okay. You're the police. Wait a minute, you the crown checker police.
I'm the crown checker police. And see, that's when it goes back to the life shift coach, because
Mm-hmm.
I help women embrace their breakdown so they can be prepared for their breakthrough. But we got to start from the beginning, because
Yeah.
I can't help you if you don't want to talk about the beginning and where you are and why you messed up and all that other stuff.
That's
Because
right.
my thing is, I had to talk to someone. I had to really realize, Rochinda, you need some help. You can't keep going through life with this mask on, making everybody think you okay. And
Right. Right.
so when we
Right.
talk about winning seasons, a winning
Mm-hmm.
season for me was understanding and knowing that I was broken.
Wow. Ooh, I
That's
kind of
huge,
felt that one. Oh my goodness. Okay.
girl.
I felt that one. That
Mhm.
is the key to keeping a winning sit to recognize where you are and where you ain't. Okay. So, and
Absolutely.
once you find out where you are, please go back and say, I'm not there yet. And then be okay with not being there. That's part of the
Absolutely.
part too, and don't be looking at everybody else. Put your blinders on and make sure you get into your life and stay in your life. As they say, get a life and live it. That's what you got to do. You got to get a life and live it. So let's move on real quick here. So you put down two things that you would like for people to experience. I like this one. Live out loud. LOL. Let's talk about it.
Living out loud is what I do every day. Show up.
Mm-hmm.
Show up, not worrying about what everybody else is thinking. And like you said, put your blinders on. Because what happens is, if you showing up and you so busy worrying about folks to the right or to the left and in the back, you will miss it. You will miss it. So
Mm-hmm.
I want women, men, whoever it is, I want you to learn to live out loud, enjoy it. I wake up, I'm happy, and to the point where my body might be aching, but I'm like, look, you know what? I'm going to thank God. I'm going to thank God for allowing me to be here, because, see, He gave me a second chance. See, remember, I was in the car wreck.
Right.
Remember, one person didn't make it, but I made it.
Right.
So how dare I sit quietly? How dare I don't say anything? It's like, no, Rochinda, you better get up and move, because somebody else out there need to see you show up, because
That's
they
right.
know they're in that same situation and they're probably like, if she can do it, I can do it. I had to start over at age 44. I'm 57 years old now. So if this woman right here, as broken as I was, could start all the way over, write 4 books, start a business, operate a nonprofit organization, continue to serve, continue to help women all around the world, then how come you can't do it yourself?
That's
How
right.
come,
And
how come you can't move forward?
Vanessa Curtis said women of color have been taught to just keep going no matter what and through it all. We have to unlearn that thought process. I want
We
to put
do.
this up here. Amen.
Yeah.
Sharon Jones, amen. Minister Harrell said, Doris says, this is so good because I talked to a woman today that was broken, and another young lady the other day today was talking about her daughter was broken. You know, we need to do a unbreak yourself conference or
Well,
something.
you know, look, we got a conference coming
I
up.
know it, and I'm gonna let you talk about it in just a minute, okay? Girls, you ladies are both awesome. Get a life and live it, Maryland. I'm writing it down. Please go get a life and please live it. And here we go. Clarissa said, Rochinda. Yes. Okay. So let's get back and we're going to talk about that conference. Tell us about that conference,
Yes.
okay?
Well, first of all, I want my sisters to quit saying I'm broken. We
Okay.
want to stop saying I'm broken. We're going to say, you know what, our life, there has been a pause in our life. There has been a disruption in our life, but
That's
you
right.
are not broken. You are whole.
Mm-hmm.
You are healed. And so
Right.
what's going to take place April the 8th and the 9th in Kansas City, Missouri? Well, I'm not going to just say Kansas City, Missouri, because it's
Because
going
it's
to
virtual.
be, it's virtual. God has allowed us to host a conference. This is my 7th year. This is our 7th annual conference.
Wow.
And God has allowed us to be able to reach women all around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested, which I know you're interested, you want to be
You
a
know it. What's up? What's up?
part.
What's up? You know they want to
Look,
be there.
look,
As we
Grace.
say, be there, be square. I mean,
Uh-huh.
what's up? Okay, it's no excuse, kid. Just let me say
No,
that. It's
right.
no excuse. Don't say
No.
I don't want to drive 4 hours for me to KC. No,
Mhm.
you ain't got to drive. Just
You
drive to
don't
your front room, drive to your computer, drive to your.
absolutely see. That's what I'm talking about.
Let me just get this real quick. Miss Mary from Mississippi said, congratulations. We are told to be strong because that's how we saw our mother and Big Mama handle it. Okay.
Absolutely,
And then
absolutely.
Rosie Daniel Houston says, I applaud you, Shinda. You're an amazing sister.
Oh,
And then Dr. L.A. Tracy says, second chances. Okay.
yeah.
All right. And Miss Mary says a great virtual meeting. So let me tell you about this. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Okay. I also have it on my personal page, but I think it's going to be dynamic super because one of the ladies who's going to be bringing information to you guys is going to be my next guest. So
Yes.
let me see what Octavia, Monique, great combo. Go ahead with
Thank
that little
you.
slang there. I love it. And so Annabelle says she's in 100. Hey,
Amen.
there you
Amen.
go. And Linda Robinson said, awesome conversation. It's something that we need to go on and carry on some more. Something about this. We need
Absolutely.
to talk about this for real, for real.
For
Okay.
real, for real, for real. But mainly, let them know the conference is called Gracefully Unbroken.
Yes.
Gracefully Unbroken.
That's right. That's right.
And man,
Gracefully. That's
yes,
the part right there.
that's it, right
That's
there.
it.
You
That's it.
know,
Gracefully. I'm gonna try to type it in there. I'm a baby boomer. Hear me
that's
roar,
okay.
roar.
Roar.
Hear me roar. Gracefully unbroken. I got it. It's the
Yeah,
name of the conference. It's
that's
in
it.
KC, but it's also in your living room or at your study or
Absolutely.
wherever you want to be. I'd
Have a
like I said,
watch
I'm gonna post
party.
it. Huh?
Tell them to have a watch party because look, we are supposed to do this together. We're supposed to
Yes.
reach women around the world.
That's
So
right. That's
have a
right.
watch party and invite everybody in. and
That's right.
we can adjust them crowns together.
The crown checker, not, I love words. So listen, you're not a crown checker, you are
The,
the crown checker.
the.
Somebody told me I had a shirt on. They said, "Oh, I'm a queen too." I said, "You're a queen. I am the queen."
Okay,
Okay.
so
I
I
had to
am
bring
the
out
crown checker. I'm looking at
the.
him. I'm the crown checker.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
Thank you so much. This has been so much fun, but we're going to bring up one of the people that's going to be one of the amazing ladies. She's down there smiling. I see you, Wendy.
Oh,
Okay. And
okay.
Wendy is going to be one of the speakers, correct?
That's
Um,
correct. That's
for this
correct.
conference that everybody is just, wait till you finish my show tonight, then go on and do the thing, okay? And
Oh,
sign up for it because it has a beautiful flyer, and man, I think it's going to be on fire. So
mhm.
you need to be there. So thank you so very, very
Thank
much. And let me
you.
tell you something. Here's her website. You can go there. You can also reach her at her Gmail account. So just understand that it's very, very important to always keep your crown straight. Okay. So in my final words, I'm going to be talking about your crown. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to let that the crown checker go back down to what I call my green room, and
Thank
I'm
you.
going to bring our person up here by the name of, and I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. It's Wendy Barnes. Wendy
There you
Barnes.
go. Yes.
Okay, that's you, the Wendy Life Show, ladies. What's
Yes.
going on, Wendy? Let me tell you the little story behind Wendy and me. Okay, Wendy was the first guest. Wendy, I gotta say it. She the
Okay.
first guest that I don't have no paper on. I don't really know her at all. I was like, okay, God, what's up with this? So we talked about it and we said, okay, you just gonna be flowing on this. I'm like, you ain't never lied on that one, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have you on here. Let me see what people are saying.
I'm
Somebody
happy to
said,
be
oh my
on.
God. People are saying, let me get all the way back up here. Uh Gracefully Unbroken, Octavia. And someone says, I agree with Sharon. You better preach that thing. And Bertha, how you doing, Bertha? Amen. And Shauna, who is coming on my show, I believe, is awesome. And Vanessa Curtis, thank you for an awesome message. And Annabelle said, thank you. And here we go. Wendy! Rosie Daniel said, Wendy. Okay. And let's see who else is saying something here. Wendy is a
Uh,
phenomenal woman of God, Felice L. Carr. I'm so glad you're telling me, but I can pick it up. Okay,
oh.
Marilyn, you can flow with the best. You know. I'm going to try to. Hey, Wendy, my love. That's for Melba Smith. So, hey, show it on fire. Okay, Rose said, I'm going to be in on this anyway. I ain't got to be in there. I'm going to get in this thing anyway. I don't think so. Then she
Oh,
said, love Wendy L.
I love
Cunningham.
you
She
too
got it.
so
Okay.
much.
Rose
Yes.
said, I would not be ignored. I would not be ignored. But nevertheless, thank you so much for all of that. It's always great to show some love. Show some love. Okay, wait, there's one more person. Let's see what's going on. They blowing it up. I tell you. Okay. She said, okay. I see Tommy finally got a job. Let's tell the story on this one. Y'all know Tommy from Martin, right? Okay. So I was working with this young lady, and I don't think she really understood what I did, but she always said, you ain't got no job. Ain't got no job. But I got a job now. I'm so glad you see me. I'm really working, okay? And then Melvin Smith say the good inside and out. Okay, thank you so much. And also, here we go. Wendy is my daily inspiration. Oh, that is so nice. I mean, they blowing it up. I love it. I love it. You can tell. I'm like, ooh, I like this. Okay. All right then. Wendy.
Yes.
Okay. Who are you, Wendy? Tell us about you, Wendy.
Wendy is still evolving,
Okay.
but a child of God. I love God. I love who He has been in my life and who He has allowed me to evolve to be today, and still evolving. I'm a wife of James Barnes, a mom, a sister. I am your friend. I am that person that you call to pick you up. I don't do
Okay.
pity parties. You have your pity party, you come back and we can talk about solutions. I am an author. I am a public speaker, which is crazy to say because I am a super, super shy girl from the inner city
Oh,
of
come on,
Chicago.
Wendy.
'Cause we just
Wendy, come
talked about
on.
God. We just had the whole God is so good.
Wendy, you're gonna have to start over on that one. You said
No,
what?
I'm formerly a painfully shy. My mama, oh, she'll tell you, painfully shy girl from the inner city. Didn't you couldn't girl, you couldn't talk to me in the room, much less on on the screen. I no. I had that confidence that I was invisible and I was happy to be invisible. I did not like being recognized. And I think that's where a lot of women are sometimes. They're scared to be recognized because they're scared of that rejection. But
Yeah,
I'm also a
yeah,
public speaker. I am an advocate. I am passionate about the special needs community. I'm
yes,
passionate about the caregivers in that community. The roller coaster ride of emotions and decisions and ups and downs is the same for us caregivers. I am a mother of a daughter in heaven. This year she would have been 24. My son Matthew will be 24 in May. Y'all pray for me. And then Christian, my other special needs child, he turned 18 last month. So
wow.
again, pray for me.
We will, of
Thank
course.
you.
Hey, you know what, Wendy? Um, tell us about this book. You, the author. See, I just love this. I didn't have a chance to prepare, but I'm rolling with you, girl. Come and go for that book and tell me what's up,
You
okay?
know what? I was blessed. Monica Reed is an amazing woman, amazing mom, amazing. She makes you feel like you can do anything. And through Zanetta, who was on here, she was like, Wendy, you should be in this book. And I'm like, you want me to wait? What? I don't want to. She's like, you need to. I'm gonna introduce you to Monica Reed. She's doing a compilation of stories from different types of mothers, and
Yeah.
your story is
Mhm.
important. And
Uh-huh.
through that, it was very cathartic writing my story in this book
Mhm.
because it taught me that I had a story and that my story is your story.
Mhm.
You know, so long I was a single mom of 3 kids and I was by myself. No one understood where I was. No one had to, who gave birth to 2 special needs kids? I
Mhm.
felt alone, and in writing this story and hearing people's feedback about my story, I understood I was not alone, and I felt that that was God telling me that your story is someone else's story who thinks
Yeah.
they're alone, and
Yes.
so on and so
Yes.
on, and you can lift up
Yes.
so many people if you just tell your truth. It doesn't
Mhm.
have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be colored within the lines. It just
Yes.
has to be your truth, and in that, you are not only, because when we keep secrets, they fester and they cause us dis-ease
Yes, that's
because
true.
I'm scared. She might know this, or he might know this, or they might judge me because of this. But when you speak your truth, when you speak whatever it is that is you, who God has brought you through, because if you're here today, especially
Mhm.
in these days and time after COVID, God has brought you through some stuff.
That's
And
right.
it's okay to talk about it.
It is. It is. You
Why
know,
can't I talk about my daughter in heaven? Because it makes you uncomfortable. Okay, well, you'll be okay because
yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah.
important.
If you're not gonna be okay, it'll come
It's okay.
soon.
You
Okay.
will be.
Sharon Jones said you are sure right, Wendy.
Thank
And
you.
look, somebody else said yes. And then Anna Bell said, Wendy, your voice is
Oh, thank
tranquil and
you,
so
Anna.
calming. It is. I'm like, ooh wee.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Wendy L. Cunningham Barnes is phenomenally blessed in so many ways. Love your voice, and more
Thank you,
importantly,
Sandy.
what she has to say.
Thank
And
you.
here we go. Miss God brought us through.
Yeah.
Okay. And then an exceptional mother, daughter, sister, aunt, plus more, such as a friend. Okay. And then here goes somebody else. I'm so glad you ain't. He said you aren't. I said you ain't shy no more.
Me too.
He
Me
said,
too.
so I've seen your show. Okay. I saw a little part of it, and I really do like the fact that it has the LYFE. How did you get there? How did you get to that LYFE?
I wanted to be different. I have always fought because I've always felt different, not necessarily in a negative way, but I just never felt like I fit into this round circle. I was
Mhm.
always that triangle, like you trying to fit me. And I always was ashamed of that. And when I thought of the title, I wanted it to be different. If Wendy Life. It's that
Yeah.
I am different and I am happy with that. I am glad. God, we're all different. Why do we all want to be the same? That would be boring,
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So
So
just
tell
that's
me,
just wanted me to be different.
yeah, I just like it. I like it.
Thank
I like
you.
it like that. So tell me your winning season. Is it all the time or how you stay in it?
You
Okay.
know, it's not. I like to be honest and transparent. It's not always winning. It's sometimes insane. But what I think about is the blessings of God. When
Mhm.
you've gone through one thing, that fortifies you and strengthens you to know you can get through a second thing. And when you've gone through, when you can look back over your life, when that song, when I look back over my
Come
life,
on, come on, come on, girl.
and
Look,
I
let's start
think
stomping.
things over, I can truly
Go
say
ahead,
I've been blessed.
Wendy.
You know what I
I
mean? You
love
can
it.
look back. And I think we forget about that when we're in the midst of something, we isolate ourselves into that something. But when you think about the blessings of God and where He's brought you and how He brought you through, Rochinda, she came through something that we would look at as impossible.
Yeah.
But God, that's who He is. He brings you through the impossible. He created this person talking to you now who was
Mhm.
afraid. My mother would tell you, I would sit next to her when she would be out with her girls and I would not move. Wendy, there are girls over there playing, you know. I'm like, okay, well, I'm right here with you.
Let them do their
And
thing. I
she would
bet.
go to the bathroom for just a little bit longer, thinking I would finally go, and I'd be right there, like, this is my mom. This is my mama's spot. I got your spot still. She'd be like, oh my God. But yeah, the winning season is not necessarily rah rah. Not necessarily that you're waking up, you're feeling good, you're looking in your hair is doing right, your skin is right, things are going well today. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but it's about knowing that you're a winner and that you will get through.
Yes.
That's what I think of as a winning season. I know that
Yes.
this too shall pass. And
Yes.
that's what
Yes.
gets me through every day, whether it's a high day or a low day, a crazy day,
It's a
I'll
day.
be okay.
It's a
Yeah,
day.
it's just a day. It's temporary. It's
That's
always
right.
temporary.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I want to show the counselor, prophetic counselor, D. Snipe says blessings,
Blessings
and
to
he says
you.
different is good. And then Clarissa said, Wendy, two special needs children at one time. Love your strength.
Thank
And
you.
somebody said, you better preach. Felice says,
Thank you.
okay. And then Shauna said, yes, he does. We know who the he is,
Yeah.
okay?
All caps. Yeah, all caps. He
Okay.
is.
She said, stop. I believe asking you to sing your voice. Okay.
Thanks, Clarissa.
And then she said, Melvin, she never fit into anyone's bubble. She is also a great singer.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Wow. Then
you.
somebody, Marsha, I'm
Marsha.
not gonna even try to beat up that name, aka that's you. Okay. Yes, Wendy. Okay.
Hey,
So
Marsha.
yeah. So your winning season, you're saying, is up and down, and it's just, but I guess what I'm trying to take from this is that it's just a blessing to be alive, right?
It's the mindset
Okay.
to know that you're being blessed because you woke up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You always keep your mindset. Things are going to you. What do they say? You're either coming out of something, you're in the midst of something, or you're on your way into. But it's the mindset that knows that I can do. Okay, whew, this is big. I can get through this. You know, when I'm sleeping on the couch because I have to watch Christian because he's sick and I'm not sure what's wrong with him.
Right.
Okay, Lord, I know, Lord, bless him and bless me with the strength to take care of him. I know I can do this. I've done it before.
That's
I'll do
right.
it this time. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And that's why I
Yes.
think it's a mindset.
Yes. Well, Minister Doris is saying that she's gonna tell her niece, basically, who's raising a special need daughter today, and I would tell her to tell her story so she can be free.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And then
empowering to tell your story.
yes, and Anna say amen and yes. And perspective, Miss Jones, Sharon said is so important.
Yes.
Okay. And I love it. I love it, Vanessa. Trouble
That's
don't
it.
last always.
Yes.
All right. Uh,
That's
Melva Smith says she was writing some nice things, but she forgot she left out.
my
She's
mama. She's an
exceptional.
amazing
That's your
person.
mama.
That's my
Hey,
mama.
Mama Melva Smith.
That's her name. Always. Mama Melva.
Sorry, I left out what an exceptional wife she is.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, let's get on this upcoming Gracefully Unbroken. So you're going to be a part of it, okay?
Yeah, what a blessing.
And let me see what Rosie Daniels said. Your ministry for the special needs community has brought a
Mm,
huge awareness to that community. Thank you for following God's direction. Your strength and example of others. And
thank you,
then
Rosie.
Mama Melva said to me, I know she's
Yeah,
talking to
she's
me.
talking to
Hello.
you.
Thank you, Mama Melva. Hello
Yeah,
to you too.
that's her
Okay.
name.
So we're going to get on the part where I want to put that up there. She's a special needs advocate. She also has the Wendy Life Show. But I know you're going to be with Miss Rochinda,
Yeah,
okay? And it's
yeah,
coming up. You're one of the speakers. So hey, everybody out there that don't have your tickets, you need to get your tickets. If you
yeah,
like her voice, you get to hear her voice again.
yeah.
So I think you need to go. Don't leave right now after my show. Then rush
Right.
right out and get what you need. And don't be trying to do it while you listen. I need you to pay attention. Okay, pay
Yes.
attention. So tell us a little bit about why do you think that you're on Gracefully Unbroken? Why are you part of that? It's a bunch of folks. How many is it? 12?
Man, it's an amazing group of women.
It's
It's
amazing.
man,
You'll
when
see
they
on the
say you just
flyer.
blessed to be in the room, it's just for real. Like I'm just blessed to be amongst these women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So tell us a little bit. Give us a little a key word, if you will, or what you might be talking about.
You
Okay.
know, I to know yourself is not always looking at the TV or looking even at your family or your friends to figure out who you are. You have to tap into who God has you to be. And a lot of times, I know we were talking about why are so many women broken? Yeah, that's the question for me is why? Why
Mm-hmm.
are we broken?
Mm-hmm.
Because broken begets broken, right? But
Yes.
if you lead by example, that even through the midst of, you can bend a little bit. That crown, like Rochinda said, that crown might slide a little bit to the left. You
Right,
might
right.
fling it off some days. You might have
Yes.
those days like, I don't even want to be bothered.
That's right.
But it's about knowing that you are fearfully, like she said, fearful. If you just think about it and internalize it, look in the mirror and see what beauty God has created in you.
Mm.
It's not this. It's
No.
this changes, but it's
Right.
about what God put in you for who you should be. And it's about using the voice that you have. It's
Mm-hmm.
about knowing who you are. And that takes time. That takes prayer. That takes therapy sometimes. I didn't lay it on a couple of couches. Like I don't have
Hey, just keep it real. Keep
yeah.
it real,
And that's
please.
okay. But
It's okay.
yeah, and it's okay for me to say, Marilyn, you look like you're going through something. What can I do to serve you?
That's right. Yes.
It's not like,
Yes.
like I got my own problems. I don't have
Uh-uh. That's road talking. I'm sorry.
yeah, that phrase is so powerful if we really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Women are good at lifting up others. We pour out to everybody. The cup empty and we still trying to help people. But when you fill your own cup and you walk into your own greatness, man, that's
Yeah.
power. And God and people see you. You may be the only representation of God that people see and know and hear.
Right. Right.
And so
Yeah.
to get through what you've been through and say, yep, I was tripping back in the day, or yes, I've been divorced. Yes, I have made bad decisions. Yes, I have done some stuff.
I'm guilty of all. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
okay though, because we all have. But we're
Okay.
trying to keep it quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
But
want them to know.
I don't want them to know. But I don't. I like to say this. I have no regrets because
Yeah.
every bit of that was for my good, just like castor oil.
It makes you
Okay. And
who you
so
are today.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't be Marilyn today if you hadn't gone through the crazy,
Yeah.
whatever that looked like back then.
Yes. Yes. I said my name is Marilyn X, formerly known as Prince. Okay. It's just
Yeah.
Marilyn. Okay. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. So no, that's powerful right there. So what I'm gonna do now, Miss Wendy, is
Yes.
that I'm going to bring the crown checker up
The
here.
crown checker.
Okay. I'm going to add her here. There she is. There she is. The crown checker. Okay. And I tell you what, I want you ladies to tell me as we part that why should I come to your conference? Okay.
Chinda?
Just
Oh,
hey,
you're
you go
muted.
ahead. Just tell me, why should I come
You're
there?
muted.
You're muted. And she was going for it too.
They
Okay.
still go for it. Give
Okay.
her. She back.
Go for it.
Why should you come to the Kept Woman of God conference?
Yes.
The question I would ask you is why
not?
wouldn't you? Why not? And then besides that, because you will leave filled, you will leave inspired, you will leave that conference being able to connect with other women that can walk beside you. You will leave that conference connected to a community of sisters, just like where we are now. I mean, I think about Wendy, I think about Marilyn, I think about the different people that we connected to. And this conference has been going on for over 7 years. We started with 7 women. Now we have got over 300 women. Now we're going to go live stream. And so my thing is, we are better together. That's why you should come to the conference.
Yeah.
And then, you get to hear Wendy's beautiful voice. And then you get to adjust my crown. And then you get to see, you never know what else you're going to see when we hit that stage.
That's why Annabelle said, please don't stop. She tell me this all the time. I'm like, okay, we got to stop it sometime, Anna. But you know, you can always connect with them. That Wendy Life Show. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook, you know, and she comes on, and the one that I saw, she had her son Christian on there, you know.
Yeah,
so
it's called the Christian Show, but I like to just try and act like it's called the Wendy Life. But it's about, let me come on camera without Christian. There's a whole problem.
Yeah. So yeah, she's on. You know, of course, I want to research just a little bit about her. I'm like, okay, who is she? But yeah, I did. But look, ladies, it has been like awesome, and I did graduate from the way I've like. I gotta have some paper on her. I don't know what's going on with her. So I graduated and I just flowed. James Barnes, there is so much power in that unity. You know that it is. But I am going to thank you, ladies.
Well, we didn't hear. I'm sorry, we didn't hear Wendy tell us why they should come to the conference.
Because Wendy said so. That's what she said.
Well, you know that part too, right?
Yeah, right there. It's like Wendy tell her. Wendy, I ain't playing with you. Okay, Marcia said,
power in because there's a powers in numbers. You will leave walking. You will walk taller.
That's a nice way. I'm like, it's because I said so. She like this, just do it.
I am from the inner city because
hey, because I said do it. That's it. Let's get it. I love it. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming on. You know, I
Thank
really
you for having us.
it. And so I am going to do my little final words with you guys on here, okay? Because it really speaks. So I got to some Jerry Springer when he always do his final thoughts, okay? So this is what I'm saying. Check your crown all the time. It may be leaning and causing you to lean the wrong way. That's my final words for tonight. And I thank you guys so much for coming on. You guys are just so beautiful. I appreciate you. I can feel the love. I can feel the energy. I can feel it all. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the audience out there that I mean, they was blowing up stuff today. Let me see what they said at the end here. They say you are awesome. Okay. Wait, I'm going to try to catch them all. Okay. I told you I'm a baby boomer. Stop going so fast. Okay. This has been full of sister love. And Vanessa Curtis said, I truly enjoyed the discussion tonight. Annabelle, you are you all are awesome. I'm sorry. And then Sharon Jones, thank you, Clarissa, for turning me on to watch tonight. Sharon, this ain't the only time, okay? You can come back, okay? Anyway, Rochinda and Wendy are the bomb.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And wait, Sharon said, okay. I'm looking at you, Sharon. I ain't playing. Okay, so everybody, you've been listening to she said, I will. I like her. Okay. And she said, God bless everyone.
God bless you.
So I tell you what, you have been listening to Girl, Who Don't You Know? Okay. So I'm Marilyn Green, and I'm signing off for tonight. And thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry.